What's up, guys? Wheat Penny Collector here. So today I'm just going to bring you a little bit of my coin collecting knowledge. So as you can see here, this is my copper stack. So you might be asking yourself, why do I stack copper? And that's because in here are all pre-1982 pennies. So if you know anything about pennies, you'll know that pre-1982 pennies are made out of 95% copper and 5% zinc. Unlike modern pennies that are made from the opposite, so 95% zinc and 10% copper. So if you've been watching my penny box opening videos, you would know that all the copper pennies I get, I save. And if you're wondering, what penny box opening is, you can check out the rest of my videos on my channel. But I'm pretty much going to explain why I hoard these copper pennies. So I think this is probably like 5 or 10 pounds worth of copper pennies. So, but first, let me show you this cool copper stacking stuff that I got. So the other day, I bought some cool copper stacking stuff. I got a 1 pound copper bar, so pretty cool. And I got 3 copper rounds. So as you can see here, a buffalo nickel, a mercury dime, and a panda. So I bought these all 3 of these for like $1, and then I bought this for like $8. And you might be asking yourself, well, wait, I know that the spot price of copper is $2.50, so why would you pay $8 for a copper bar? And you're absolutely right. I paid $8 for this copper bar, and the spot price of copper is like $2.53. So according to that logic, that means that copper would almost have to triple in price before I break even on this. And even more so with these, because I paid $1 for just 1 ounce. So copper would have to go up like, exponentially for me to even break even on this. So that's why I didn't buy this for investment purposes. I just kind of bought this for fun. I bought these just to have some cool shiny coins, and this just to kind of visualize what a pound of metal looks like. So I'm going to show you the easiest way to stack copper, and that's through these copper pennies. So that's why I hoard copper pennies. These copper pennies are worth 1 cent of face value, but they actually have around 2.06 cents of actual metal value if you count the copper and the zinc. So that means that it costs more to make a penny than it's actually worth. So that's why the government switched materials. And you might be asking yourself too, well, why don't I just get a bunch of these pennies, melt them down into copper bars, and sell them as copper? And that's because, number one, it's illegal. So number one, it's illegal, So a lot of people had the idea, hey, I'm going to melt down my coins into bars and sell them, because if it's a pretty smart idea. If you melted down your pennies into copper bars, you can sell them for double your money, right? Well, the government banned that. They made that illegal because in 1964, they changed the material of silver and dimes, quarters and dimes, from silver into a nickel and copper compound. So basically, yeah, you can't do that anymore because they banned it. You could get like a $10,000 fine if they catch you melting down coins. And so, some people got the idea, well, hey, I'm just going to take a box of pennies like this, walk over to Canada and melt them there. And the U.S. government caught on to that too. So they pretty much made laws that said, you can't bring more than $5 worth of pennies across any international border. So they banned that too. And, like I said before, the pennies are made out of 95% copper. So let's say even if it was legal to melt them down, if you tried selling that to like a copper company or like a scrap metal company or something, they wouldn't want it because it's not pure copper, So you would have better luck just going to find copper pipes and doing it that way. But, so yeah, that's why it's illegal and impractical. But, there are people, that buy it because of the precious metal content. And I think people will start to catch on. And, the mainstream people will definitely start to buy because of their precious metal content. Like if you see a silver quarter, very few people say, I'm only going to pay 25 cents for this quarter. People know the value of a silver quarter, so they pay silver prices. So I think that's going to happen to copper pennies. People are eventually going to start hunting for copper pennies once wheat pennies, start to run out. In 10, 20 years time, I think wheat pennies are going to be extinct from, penny box hunting, and people are going to set their sights to something else, which are these copper pennies. Like people set their sights in dimes and quarter boxes to silver quarters. People are going to do the same thing with penny boxes. So Yep, pennies are definitely the practical way to hoard copper, and bars and rounds are not. So don't buy this as an investment, just buy it because it looks cool and you want to show YouTube. So yeah, I hope you like my little ramble about copper collecting. If you like that, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video. See you guys later.